Nah, I got another greater. Hey, that's my second one. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's my second greater one. Alright, what's good, y'all boys? And this video is going to be about the Armored Phantoms, specifically for, Slayer. So, what I really recommend bringing is, of course, a shield, just in case of anything. Overload. Spring Cleaner is a must. If you're doing any Slayer, bring a Spring Cleaner. You can bring the Gem Bag or the Artificer's Measure, just because they drop a lot of gems. Dragon Stones and Diamonds, specifically. Blessed Flask and the Elven Ritual Shard for prayer. Different pouches for, spells. The Illuminated Book of War, because for some reason, the Inquisitor staff works on them, but their affinity is extremely low for magic, so it's kind of hard. You always splash, basically. You could bring a Closet Guthix EOF if you want, but that Salve Amulet, it works. And all that coil, because you're going to need, a good AoE burst all the time, because if you have the Book of Death, like we have here, it does proc. Insta-kill, baby, let's go. And, yeah, Book of Death. Just a little bit of food, because you really don't need that much food. And of course, cannonballs for your Oldak coil, and a Slayer Master Cape, or a Slayer Cape to teleport back to the Raptor. And of course, cannonballs for your Oldak coil. So to get there, you would come to 4, 4, and 3, right? Teleport here from the Lodestone. Head north. If you've done the quest, Unwelcome Guests, you would head through the northern gates, right? And to go over the gear before I get over there, I'm bringing a full Crit Bloom. You can bring Sea Singers, you could bring Ganodermic, but I would say Crit Bloom, of course, is best in slot, so I would say go with that. You can change your Archaeology Relics to Luck of the Dwarves to make it better for you for DPS. And you can also use the Slayer Introspection if you want to get the maximum or minimum for, your Slayer tasks. Right, so what I'm bringing is full Crit Bloom, Salve Amulet E, best in slot ring, the Chandler's Ring, and the Inquisitor Staff, because it does work here. Big boy cape. And I'm using the Penance Aura because you do get hit a lot here, so that would help a lot to maintain. So from the northern gates, you would head to this Wilderness Cave entrance, right? So it'll be in here. Once inside, you would just head down. You will see the Risen Ghosts. So when you're in here, you can just pray magic from right here. Right, so when you're in here, beat you over here, boy. Right, so set up your Oldak coil about right here, and this is one of the best spots that I found out. So you would always attack the one that's mainly attacking you. So, just like everything else. So these two, these will be behind this block. So when it says the Phantom Core is exposed, it'll do this little Phantom Spirit. You can either do two things. You can stun that spirit and out DPS it, or you can stun the spirit and it'll go away. So you can just keep DPSing. Right? So, but ultimately, that's really it. There's going to be one that's going to spawn over here on this method that I'm using. Right? So you see him, always attack the one that's attacking you first. Because they do have a blood quake, like they do like quake, but for them it's blood. And it's gonna hit you with magic. So you can anticipate the hit before you get hit. So you can just like prayer flick real quick to mage and do it like that. But ultimately, this is really all you're gonna do. Always attack the one that's attacking you first, because he's always going to push that exposed core first. You can animate dead if you want, but if you want to keep your prayer up with, penance powder, or how would you say, and the penance aura, it also works too. And you're gonna splash a lot, so I would just say T95 prayers, T99, or you can come here with melee, but that's gonna be kind of risky. And let me just show you with the stunning of the core. what I mean. Right, so like I'm gonna let him charge up, see if I can get that blood quake. Right, so he's doing the core now, so I would click on the core and I'll do a stun, and it goes away, and it heals them for a massive amount. But I want to see if I can get that quake so I can prayer flick it. Right, so you see how it hit me now for 25. You can just prayer flick it real quick, and that's all the mechanics for the boss. Well, not the boss, the Slayer monster. And that's really it. And then of course, if you're gonna loot during like this method, you would have to come over here, expose yourself for a little bit, pick up all the little bit of money, and if it looks like this, you would attack him over here. And that's it. Right? So you gotta be quick because they do heal fast. Like 7,000, 8,000. And I bring a Smoke Nihil for, you know, the accuracy. And you can see how the Inquisitor staff buff, it's on them. And of course with the enchantment, it makes it a lot easier. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Get that Sonic Wave, boy. Oh, let's go. I think this is it. The Undead in the Crypts to the north with slay 140. I will do the same. Stronger targets are worth. Complete this task and earn a trophy. Yes. Oh my god, finally. Jesus, thank you. Jeez. Good. Alright, so that was my last one for this special challenge. Alright, let's get out of here. And let's see what that first trophy looks like. Let's go see what it looks like. So teleport to the Raptor, if you got that Slayer cape. Alright, so... is it on there automatically? No. Okay, so... let's talk to him. So do you have any rewards for me? So do you have any rewards? And you receive... okay, you receive the... Slayer Trophy Zombie. Here's your reward. If you mount it in your guardhouse, it should offer some positive effects. Ah, okay. The Slayer can be mounted in a Fort 4 and 3 guardhouse. Alright, so let's see. Inspect. This stand can hold your trophies, Slayer Trophy Zombie. Would you like to store it? Yes. Yeah, look at that. Alright, what does this do? You gain 5% increased Slayer points from completing Raptor Slayer task. For a minimum of 1 extra point per Slayer tasks? Oh, hold on. So if I do 40, it'll be 40 plus that? Oh, God. That's gonna be interesting. Alright, so, there we go. And for the first, and for the Slayer task, for the first, you know, special one, I had collected 476. So let's see how much 476 bone fragments is. So 476. That's 61,000. That's a lot of XP. That's not bad.